It's the middle of October and there's snow on the ground, and it's time for another Royal Recap. Thanks for joining me. I'm Sports Information Director Dale Eng, bringing you video highlights from the last week of Bethel University athletics. We'll get things started with some football highlights as Bethel traveled down to Northfield to take on St. Olaf. The Royals got off to an early 3-0 lead with this field goal from Matt Wetherell. Dusty Wall helped add to Bethel's lead with this 11-yard touchdown run, making the score 9-0. In the second half, Joel Quick put the Royals up 15-0 with this 71-yard touchdown on a pass from Josh Acri. Acri was 7 for 15 passing with 112 yards in the game, but the Olies wouldn't go down without a fight. Here we see the St. Olaf quarterback throwing to a wide-open Tim Cornish, but on the next play, a fumble in the end zone led to an Olie touchdown. Later in the fourth quarter, St. Olaf had the ball inside the Bethel 10-yard line before Ross Pedersen makes this interception and returns the ball 35 yards to give the Royals the ball back with less than 2 minutes to play. Pedersen was awarded the MIAC Defensive Player of the Week award for his efforts, which also included 10 tackles and 3 pass breakups. The Royals are now 4-2 overall and 3-1 in the conference heading into this weekend's home game against Hamlin. In women's soccer, the Royals broke out of a 3-game skid with a 2-1 win over UW River Falls at home. Brianna Posey launches this shot that rattles around the posts and in for her third goal of the season. And then in the second half, it was Krista Polding putting Bethel in front for good with her fourth goal of the season. Unfortunately, the Royals lost a heartbreaker to Carleton 1-0 in overtime on Friday night, making them 8-4-1 overall. The men's soccer team had just one game this last week, and it was under the lights at the National Sports Center in Blaine. But here again, Carleton got the best of Bethel in a 4-0 game. Andrea Scott led Bethel in the shots on goal department. The Royals are in fourth place with 4 conference games left to play, and they are 7-4-1 overall. Bethel's volleyball team had a pair of MIAC matches this last week, but the Royals were still unable to get their first conference win. They were defeated by St. Olaf 3-0 on Wednesday night in Northfield, and then by St. Catherine 3-1 at home on Saturday. Nicole Reed led the team with 14 points against the Olies, and then again with 15.5 points against the Wildcats. Reed is among the top 10 hitters in the conference, averaging just under 3 kills per set. Freshman libero Val Smith had 40 digs against St. Catherine, which is something no other Royal has done in more than 10 years. Finally, in men's golf, Bethel was scheduled to compete in the 54-hole Twin Cities Classic along with 22 other teams, but play was halted after the first round due to weather and poor course conditions. Michael Yoakum and Toby Robinson were Bethel's 2 top golfers, as each of them scored 74. The cross-country teams are getting ready for the UW Oshkosh Invitational this weekend. Oshkosh is also where the volleyball team will be for a 2-day tournament. That's it for this week's Royal Recap. For more stories, stats, and schedules, go to athletics.bethel.edu. Thanks for joining me. I'm Sports Information Director Dale Eng.